James Baldwin, from the narrow rooms of poverty to the wide reach of conscience. James Baldwin was born into a world that had already decided how small his life should be. Harlem, 1924. Rooms crowded with hunger, streets crowded with noise, and a country crowded with laws and customs that told a black boy he was less than human. Poverty was not an abstract idea to Baldwin, it was the air he breathed. Racism was not a theory, it was the daily grammar of American life. His childhood apartment was narrow, but his awareness was sharp. He watched his mother stretch nothing into something, and his stepfather, a preacher hardened by humiliation, turn his rage inward and then toward God. Baldwin learned early that poverty does not only empty pockets, it corrodes the spirit. Racism does not only block opportunity, it teaches lies about worth. These lessons marked him before he ever picked up a pen. As a boy, Baldwin discovered reading as a form of escape and survival. Books offered him a language larger than the one used to insult or silence him. Yet, even as words saved him, America taught him to fear them. He learned that speaking too clearly, too honestly, could get a black boy beaten or killed. Silence, however, came with its own cost, the slow death of the self. The church gave Baldwin his first stage. As a teenage preacher, he learned the power of rhythm, metaphor, and truth spoken aloud. But he also learned the danger of consolation without justice. Faith that did not confront reality felt to him like another kind of lie. He left the pulpit not because he lost belief in meaning, but because he refused to trade truth for comfort. Racism followed Baldwin everywhere. It was in the schools that underestimated him, the jobs that excluded him, and the streets that threatened him. It was also inside him, in the fear, the anger, the constant calculation of how to survive. Baldwin understood something many refused to see. Racism dehumanizes everyone. It wounds the oppressed visibly and the oppressor invisibly, hollowing out their moral core. By his early 20s, Baldwin knew that America was suffocating him. He left for France with $40 and a desperate hope to breathe. Paris did not erase racism, but it gave him distance, enough to see America clearly. From exile, Baldwin wrote not as a man who hated his country, but as one who loved it enough to tell the truth. His essays cut like light through fog. In Notes of a Native Son, Baldwin exposed the emotional cost of being black in America, the rage, the grief, the terrible temptation to hate in return. In The Fire Next Time, he warned that a nation built on racial lies could not endure without reckoning. His words were not polite. They were necessary. Baldwin refused easy villains and easy heroes. He wrote about white Americans not as monsters, but as people trapped in a history they refused to face. He insisted that liberation required honesty, and that honesty required courage. This made him dangerous. He spoke truths that could not be absorbed without change. Poverty had taught Baldwin how fragile life could be. Racism taught him how cruel systems could be, but neither destroyed him. Instead, they sharpened his vision. He transformed personal suffering into moral clarity and private pain into public language. His writing did not beg for sympathy. It demanded recognition. As Baldwin became an iconic thinker, he remained deeply human, angry, tender, wounded, and fiercely loving. He stood at the crossroads of race, sexuality, class, and nation, refusing to choose silence in any of them. He believed that love was not sentimentality, but responsibility, the willingness to see another person fully and still not turn away. James Baldwin did not escape poverty and racism, by pretending they did not exist. He escaped their power by naming them. He turned the story America tried to bury into a mirror it could not ignore. And in doing so, he proved that even from the most constricted beginnings, a voice can rise, clear, unflinching, and enduring enough to change how a nation understands itself.